Hey everybody, my name is Brandon from thestockstreams.com, and today I want to talk about Dogecoin. So now let's get started. So here we are in Dogecoin's trading charts, and we can see that Dogecoin has been in a pretty well-defined downtrend ever since our highs back here in May. By doing some math here, from the 75-cent level, we are down about roughly 1/3. And we can see in the past few days, we've actually been all the way down into the 16-cent level. So if we look back in time here for a little bit, we can see that this 16-cent level was where we bottomed out after our initial momentum burst. We also fell back down to the 16-cent range. This is why I talk about levels here, because what this candle is showing me was that there was firm support around the 16-cent level. So this bottoming out here around the same 16-cent level does not surprise me. Because of that 15-cent level would be the level that I would be looking to fill out a position in Doge. So at the end of the video here, we'll talk more about the technicals for Dogecoin, but the main question I want to focus on right now is why do we have this huge drop here down to the 16-cent level the past few days? For me, I think that the answer was due to the fear of cryptocurrency crackdowns in countries like China and how that cross currents with what is going on with Elon Musk. If we look at the news here, we can see that China has restricted and basically banned the cryptocurrency mining in Sichuan province. I've already talked a little bit about how I think that government bans on cryptocurrencies is actually bullish for cryptocurrencies in general, because it makes the fundamental bull case for cryptocurrency, which is the case of a decentralized currency, more powerful. However, the ban in Sichuan province is particularly interesting. The reason for this is because some of Sichuan's Bitcoin mining was powered by hydropower, which is obviously a form of green energy. The point I'm trying to make is that Musk was talking about trying to push Bitcoin specifically to a greener mining protocol or energy source. And because Musk has about a 50% threshold for clean mining of Bitcoin before he accepts Bitcoin again for Tesla payments, anything that takes away an environmentally friendly mining operation like the few in Sichuan province that were using hydropower might have an outsized negative effect on the cryptocurrency prices. By taking away mines that were using clean energy, that obviously lowers the percent of mines that were using clean energy. If Tesla accepts Bitcoin again, I think that would be an adrenaline shot to crypto's arm, which could take it to the next leg higher. But because of Musk's 50% threshold before accepting any Bitcoin as payment, anything that harms that 50% clean energy threshold is a negative for cryptos. Right now, finding green energy sources to power crypto mining is the only way to improve the environmental friendliness of Bitcoin. And this gets me to the main point of the video here, which is the concept of proof of work versus proof of stake. Right now, Bitcoin uses a computer science protocol called proof of work, which basically means that computers around the world try as hard as they can to solve difficult blockchain math problems. Because the computer has to work as hard as possible, the owners of that computer need to feed that computer with as much energy as possible. And that is why this proof of work concept is very energy intensive, much more intensive than something called a proof of stake. Proof of stake is actually what Ethereum will be moving towards in the next few months. Proof of stake is a way to limit the amount of people who can mine the coin. Basically, the amount of coins that you have right now is proportional to the amount of coins that you can mine. Because of this, instead of proof of work having everybody turn their computers on to level 9000 to race to solve a single blockchain problem, causing everybody to spend a lot of energy when all but one person will fail, proof of stake limits who can solve those problems. By limiting who can solve those energy-intensive math problems from anybody on Earth to just a few people, this is how proof of stake becomes more energy efficient. Instead of 9 million people using 9 million watts of energy each to find one single Ethereum, instead, in proof of stake, maybe only 500 people are using 9 million watts of energy each to find that one Ethereum. To me, this brings up some morality questions, such as whether or not this is actually a good idea to have people who already have a ton of ether the only people to be able to mine ether, but that's not up to me to decide. The main point is that because Bitcoin uses proof of work concept right now, the only way to improve environmental efficiency is to improve where the energy is coming from, such as hydropower. Just a quick side note here, it's nearly impossible to know how much of Bitcoin mines with green energy. The reason for this is because there's no really centralized guide by the government or authorities. Actually, the majority of data gathered is self-reported by the miners themselves, which is obviously most likely going to be biased and not that accurate at all. That is probably one of the reasons why some academic papers, like this one from the Technical University of Munich, say that Bitcoin adds about 45 terawatt hours of energy, while this one from the University of Cambridge said that Bitcoin uses about 120 terawatt hours of energy. Either way here, and not to be mean to Elon Musk, but there is literally no way that I see to quantitate if Bitcoin is operating at 50% environmental efficiency. To me, as a scientist, when I see drastically different numbers like 45 and 120 terawatt hours coming out from two really good separate university level research, there's definitely something not right here. What number is Musk going to use? Are we really going to trust the self-reported crypto miner data? But that's besides the point, because only Musk can control what Musk does, and he'll probably use the numbers that best fits what he wants to happen. So with all that said, now let's head back on over to Dogecoin trading charts to talk a little more about the technicals of what's going on here with Dogecoin. And as we've mentioned in the first part of the video, we're actually at a pretty good support and resistance level at the moment around this 25-cent level. However, because we are still in this downtrend here, there's definitely risk for breaking that support level. If we do break this 25-cent support level here, then I think our next stop would be this 15 to 16 cent level again, where, as I've said, that would be where I would be looking to round out my position. If we do break this 15-cent level, then we could fall back down all the way to where we broke out from, to the 8-cent level, but I do not see that happening in the near future. And again, this is really a momentum story. So any news coming out from Elon Musk could send Dogecoin rocketing back upwards once again. So speaking of momentum, if we look here at the MACD here, which is a measure of momentum, we can see that our blue line is just crossing the orange line here, which means that our short-term momentum was just stronger than our long-term momentum. So because of that, that's normally a bullish sign and could cause some algorithms to start looking at Dogecoin. So that was my review on Dogecoin. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. If you have any questions or if you caught any mistakes, also drop me a comment down below. If you liked the video, please like the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching and I hope you have a great day.